Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my trip down to London to see Mrs. Doubtfire The Musical with Mummy and Papa. So we left Chester Station and arrived in London Euston. When we arrived we had dinner at Prezzo, which was really good. And then once we finished there we had dessert. It was a really nice dessert bar. I had the cookies and ice cream and that was really good. Really enjoyed that. The following morning we got up really early and went into London city centre. We had breakfast in the Ivy. I absolutely love the Ivy. The pancakes were delicious. And once we did that, we headed over to the Borough Markets. We just had coffee and cake here, but there was loads of street food. The atmosphere was great down here, so it was lovely to have a look around all the stores. Once we'd finished there, we went to this really cute place for coffee with all these lovely plants. And then once we finished there, we went to the Sky Gardens. This is something that I really wanted to go and see, and it was absolutely spectacular. The views over London were absolutely phenomenal. It just was so relaxing to see all the plants, and walking around there was a really great experience. I wasn't allowed to though use my selfie stick outside, so I had to do some filming handheld. But yeah, if you get a chance to go here, it's absolutely fantastic. It just was so tranquil and so relaxing to walk around there. You're getting off now, put your phone away and get off the escalator. Once we did that, we got on the tube and headed to Hamleys toy shop. And then once we'd done there, we headed for a wander around Trafalgar Square. I did want to go into the museum, but we were a little bit late to go in. Maybe that's something we can go next time. And then for dinner that night, we headed over to the Ivy and I had the fish and chips. So the following morning we got up and we headed into Covent Garden, back to the Ivy, a different Ivy, for breakfast, which was really good. The smoothie was absolutely delicious. Once we did that, we headed over to Knightsbridge to one of my favourite stores in London, which is Harrods. Absolutely love Harrods. It really is a great place to look around. So we went obviously straight down to the food hall. The Easter stuff was out. It was really amazing looking at all the chocolates. The macaroons were delicious. We didn't buy any, but they were really good. So we did have coffee and cake there. And everything's just so well presented and so well put together. It was really great experience to be there. And I also had this Victoria sponge cake, which was absolutely delicious. And then we headed over to, of course, to the baby section where we had a look around. Yeah, and this car was just brilliant to see. The designs of things are absolutely amazing. Once we finished in Harrods, we went over to the Science Museum. This is somewhere I haven't been for a long time, and I was determined to go this time to see it again. So we had a really good wander around here and it was absolutely fascinating. just seeing all the technology here. Some of the stuff I actually used to use myself. So it was very surreal to see all this stuff here. Even to see all the medical equipment, it really was really interesting to look around. If you ever get a chance to go whilst in London, I'd highly recommend it. And it's so surreal to see we could actually sell these in where I work, and I've never seen the packets that are like that, so that was really interesting too. All the old games. And also the COVID, it's actually bonkers to think that I actually lived through that history and that information, and when architects are still in museums. Some old operating theatres. And again, some of these phones I actually had as a child, to think I've actually lived through this history in the phones I used to use and in the museum was absolutely fascinating. And again, these computers I actually used when I was a child at school and at home. Some of them are not quite them ones, but some very similar to this. So to have lived through that history felt really fascinating. I definitely had one of them when I was younger. And I actually used some of their phones as well. The old television boxes, again, I feel like I've lived through a little bit of history there. Then once we had the Designs Museum, it was time for the main event, Mrs. Doubtfire. I mean, this show was absolutely fantastic. We had such a good time. The cast, the acting, the characters, the set, and the bloke who played Mrs. Doubtfire was just absolutely brilliant. He played a really good part, and it's something I would thoroughly recommend. It was a fantastic show. We had such good fun watching it. And then the following day, we got up and we had breakfast. This time it was a full English, which is my favourite. It was just in like a local restaurant, so a cafe rather, that's the hotel, and it was really good. And then to finish off a couple of days, we just had a wander around Holborn, which is where we were staying, and then headed back on the train to head home. We had a really good weekend. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.